Today I'm going to be showing you how to remove the copper windings from a microwave transformer right here. The microwave fan motor is right here, and the aluminum along with the boron ring on the magnetron. And I will show you how simple this is. This is very, very easy. You'll be shocked. First, let's start off with the transformer. Get my gloves on here. Don't really need them, but you don't want to get your hands greasy. It's fine. Wear them. Probably some safety goggles would be recommended as well. First thing, you're going to look at the transformer and you're going to look for the seam in the transformer. So, as I can see, it's right here. It's welded right across here. See right there, welded, and there's the seam. This piece right here will come off with ease. Just need a vise and a hammer. So first, vise, get it good and tight. Grab your hammer, ball peen hammer, preferred for this job, and just whack it. Give it a good hard whack, and that top will pop right off. As you can see, just like that. So simple. This steel is better steel, so you'd throw it in your heavy steel bin, depending on your yard you go to, your scrap facility. Some people will give you top dollar for this because it's good clean steel. Now I'll show you how to get the windings out. This requires a decent punch or a homemade punch, which we have right here. This is what I use. I put it in the vise like this. Yeah. Got the windings on top of the vise jaws. Don't tighten it fully, just leave it so it's a little slack on there. And same idea, you set your punch in the center here, right there, and you drive it, the steel iron core, right down through. Give it a little, make it a little snug so it doesn't bounce around when you're doing this. But it's usually pretty simple. A few whacks and she comes out. There you go. Now there's a lot of times that these transformers have aluminum windings, and that makes it less worth it. Sometimes they have one copper and one aluminum. That one there is copper. And they are both copper windings, which is excellent. Scrap yards usually accept them with the paper on them. They don't weigh, paper doesn't weigh up much, so you don't really have to rip it off if you don't want to. Probably about anywhere, I don't know how many pounds would be there. Probably 1.5 or so. Let's weigh it up and check it. The old Weigh-O-Matic 2000. Zero it up. See what we got. Oh, a little over 1.5 pounds there, and that was basically under 3 minutes tearing that transformer apart. So as you can see, it's definitely worth it to do that. Now I must show you how to take the windings out of this little motor here. It's barely worth it, but if you have some time on your hand, it's simple too. Vise again, tighten her down. Get yourself a slot screwdriver or a pointed pry bar. And once again, pry that right off like that. You got yourself some heavy steel, quality stuff I talked about earlier. This iron core through the coil usually just slides right out like that. And the copper part, to get out, it's maybe going to be hard for me to show you. Usually I just beat it on the anvil. I'll try on the vise. I'll try right there. Usually you just take your hammer and you smash it. The end pops off. There you go. There's the copper. You just pull it right off like that. And you got yourself some more number 2 copper. There isn't a whole lot there, not even probably 1/8 of a pound, but you can check it. It probably won't even move my needle on the old whale-later. Oh, there you go. I'm Canadian. I don't know what pounds really are. I know that they, I know what grams are, but oh, I guess that would be 2 ounces, 2 or 3 ounces there. So there you go. That's that. Now I'll show you how to rip the magnetron apart. It's simple too. Vise again. There's usually 2 screws in here. One here, one here. This part, some people say is fairly dangerous because there are some hazardous chemicals in there. There's one little piece of boron. As long as you don't eat it, you're fine. Or if you're, you know, grinding on the insulators that they use inside these things. Sometimes these screws can be an absolute prick though. That one ain't bad. The other one was already out. It was a mount for the to hold it on in the microwave. There's not, like, really these things aren't worth ripping apart. There's maybe 2 ounces of aluminum in there and one tiny piece of boron, which is, I don't know, they seem to take it in the copper bin. If you want the magnets, there's some nice magnets in them. Each magnetron has 2 of these round magnets. Don't want to get it too close to the camera, I'm sure it will screw it up. There you go. And you can see the top's off. Tighten it into the vise like this. Give it a good pull. There's 2 lead wires in there. If you're strong enough, you can rip them off with your hand. That's copper as well. Piss all for copper there. And there's your other magnet I was talking about. Need the side cutters. Cut them off. Now, whoops. Junk. Now this is the part they're worried about. I don't know, some of the newer models have probably more healthy versions of, I don't know what the heck this stuff is, but they say it's bad for you if you breathe it in, if you're grinding it or whatever. But I ain't grinding it, I'm smashing it. This part definitely would wear safety glasses for, because the stuff absolutely shatters. What you do is you tighten the jaws up of the vise on the edge here, just snug like we did when we were driving those windings out of the transformer. I'm getting the glasses. And just drive this frickin' ray gun or magnetron gun right through the center of those aluminum fins. It's gonna crush down. It'll eventually go. There you go. There's your aluminum. Here's what's left of the Magnetron gun, or I don't know what the hell they call it. I don't really care. But show you how much stuff we got. I got everything ripped apart here. We got, I have no idea. I know we had a little over 1.5 pounds with the coils. There, almost 1.75 pounds. Add the little bit of borium, which isn't going to move the needle, plus the 2 or 3 ounces here. And this is completely pointless. Some microwaves have a lot bigger transformers than others. But there you go, just under 2 pounds. And really, I wouldn't recommend taking that Magnetron apart if you are hard up for time. But the transformer, definitely worth it. Some transformers have up to 3 pounds of copper in them, and all microwave transformers are built the same. There are other transformers that have they're leafed together, and they're a lot more difficult to get apart, but they can be done, and I don't have one here to show, but maybe another time. I hope you enjoyed the video.